Well, hey there, American Farmsteaders. This is Jenny with the Gramstead Family Farm.
And Donna with Hazel Bell Farm.
And we are coming to y'all from Northeast Florida as two farmsteaders doing our best to grow our own food and share our homesteading experiences with you in hopes that you will grow a little food of your own.
Yeah. And this week, we are catching up. I don't know what to say.
Yes, catching up, because it's like the dog days of summer. So really, other than like the absolutely necessary things, I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm only doing like the bare minimum, what is absolutely necessary. Because let's be real, it's like, feels like 105 degrees out every single day.
More.
You know, right, more.
Yeah.
It's August. It's hot.
It's so gross. Yeah, it's disgusting outside. I joked when I got here, like, I feel like I'm going to vaporize every time I step outside. It really is that hot. And everything is just kind of in survival mode.
Yes.
Or it's not. Right? I'm in survival mode.
Yeah, I'm in survival mode also, and really just doing as little as possible outside, honestly, as I can, because and I go through this every summer. It's like I find myself feeling like almost a little guilty or like feeling bad about myself because I'm being lazy. But then I go outside and I'm like, no,
what
I'm
can
just
you do?
Not doing it. Yeah. So definitely not going into the garden at this point.
I have looked at my garden from afar. That's all I've done. I have walked out there a couple of times and I'm like, honestly, it makes me want to cry.
Yeah, I know. It's scary out there.
It is. I haven't even started seeds like we keep talking about because it's too hot.
Yeah, no, I have not started seeds either, but I was plugging stuff into my calendar last night because school's back in session. So the calendar is already slam-packed full for September. And so I've got these last couple of weeks in August that I've got some free days. And I'm telling myself I'm going to start some seeds before September.
Yeah.
That's the plan. That's the goal.
That's a good goal.
It's the goal.
I have a whole, so I told you last week or the week before, sometime I told you I started playing around with that seed time calendar.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. So,
I need to check that out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. No affiliation or anything like that. It's just, it's simple. It's super simple. So like you plug in, I want to plant, and it's all alphabetical. So I'm thinking arugula off the top of my head. You know, I want to plant arugula. And you can put in, you start your seed start date. And like it goes through all the steps of like, oh, you're going to start seeds indoors on this date. And then you're going to prep beds on this date. And then because, it knows it needs this much time before you're going to transplant. And then you're going to cultivate. And then when you're going to harvest. And you can kind of look ahead at what those months are going to look like. So I did that for a lot of things for seed starting as of 2 weeks ago, and it didn't happen. So I have to, but
you got to redo it.
Yeah, I have to redo it, but it's real easy to just drag and drop. So I'll just move everything forward, and I have a really busy fall.
Well, and that's nice to have stuff on a calendar.
Right.
Because for me, like if it's not on my calendar, I'm probably going to forget about it. Yeah. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So seed starting on the calendar is not a bad idea.
Yeah, I like it. And then it also helps me get my seeds organized to know that, I'm going to need to start these on the second week of September and the third week of September. And, I just go through with a sticky note and get it all organized ahead of time. And then it's easy to grab and go.
Yes.
So,
but now yet the bigger challenge that we have staring us in the face is cleaning our gardens out.
Oh, but it's so hot, Jenny.
It's so hot. That's why I can't get past it. Every time I walk in there, I'm like, no, I can't do this right now. So I go in and I pick a couple peppers and then I'm out.
Yeah. I did pick a bunch of peppers twice. I've done recently, and I made a big batch of cowboy candy. And I need to make some pepper jelly.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of the thing. And I'll end up doing stuff like that in the summer because I don't want to be outside. So, you do some canning. I've got some tomatoes left to can. I've already done salsa and stewed tomatoes. But I still have like 12 freezer bags of tomatoes in my freezer. I still have a substantial amount of tomatoes to
Now's
can.
a good time to, take care of that.
Yeah, now's a great time to do that. And I'm also collecting peppers to make another giant batch of apple fermented hot sauce.
I still have to do hot sauce too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of using these hot days to do stuff like that.
Me too.
I just did all those peanuts,
Yeah.
which came out amazing.
Share with the people how you did your peanuts.
I am a fan of peanuts. I will now forever grow peanuts.
So fun. Again,
so
it's the
fun.
underground stuff. It's so exciting.
It is. It's so fun to pull root crops, even though it's not a root crop. It's a legume. But
Yeah, but peanuts are so easy.
they are so
don't do
easy
anything.
because you really don't have to do anything to them. I mean, literally, it was put the seed in the ground,
And water it.
water it until it comes up. But then once they come up, you only have to make sure they have water once every 10 days.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's like one of the most hands-off things
it just does its thing.
that I've ever grown.
Yeah.
And they did beautifully. So I did just 2 rows. My rows are somewhere between like 10 and 12 feet long. And I just did a single planting down each row and ended up harvesting 12 pounds of peanuts, which I thought was pretty dang good.
Yeah. It's a lot.
And so the 12 pounds of peanuts translated into 14 quarts of boiled peanuts that I put up on the shelf. So
Lovely.
it was super easy to do. It actually, the whole process was a lot faster than I had intended. It was really a 2-day project. Could have probably got it done in one, but
Yeah.
after I pulled them, of course you got to go through and pick them all off.
Right, and
The
then
little stems.
clean 'em.
And clean them.
They're dirty.
So after I picked them and cleaned them, which really the cleaning wasn't a big deal. At first I was like, oh, geez,
It's not
it's
bad.
going to be a pain in the butt. But it wasn't. I just put them in batches in my strainer and my sink. I rinsed everything off really good first. And then I did a soak in the sink with like vinegar water. Just gave them a bath, swished them around, drained it, rinsed them one more time, and then that was it.
Yeah.
And they looked pretty clean. So
Cool.
I was okay with that.
Yeah.
From there, I boiled them, which in hindsight, it really should have just been a parboil. But in typical me fashion, I started the process without fully researching it. And I had my peanuts on the stove boiling, and I was like 30 minutes in and decided to pull up a YouTube video.
I should learn how to do this.
I should learn how to do this. Let's see how other people are doing it.
Yeah.
And I pull up this YouTube video from a very reputable channel, and they had done the same process, but she's like, make sure you don't boil them longer than 10 minutes.
Oh.
Here I am like 30 minutes in. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll turn them off now.
Okay.
Time to pack them in jars. So yeah, I packed them in the jars and in the water that I boiled them in, which turned out fine. Some people will drain the water off and put fresh water in. I did not do that. I just kept the same old salty water. If I remember correctly, the salt was like a cup to a gallon of water. And so after I got them boiled for a whole 30 minutes, I was convinced they were going to be mushy, but they turned out great. So I packed them in the jars and processed them in the pressure canner for about 50 minutes. I think at 10 pounds of pressure is what I did. And they turned out amazing.
Awesome.
So now I have,
It's one of my favorite things.
yeah, it's so fun to have
It's like a party trick.
It is. So now I have like pressure canned boiled peanuts in my pantry. So
That you grew.
that I grew.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it was like a full circle project.
And
you
they're
know?
so pretty in the jar, aren't
They
they?
are.
Yeah, I
They
bet.
are.
That's cool.
Yeah. So the 2 rows that I pulled them out of, I think I'm going to go ahead and seed them again. Hopefully, maybe sometime soon. I don't know.
Depends. If we could get like
We'll see how
a
life
couple
goes.
of days of overcast, like even if
Yes.
it's 90 degrees but it's overcast.
Right. It's the sun.
It's the 98 degrees. We have this high pressure that won't leave us alone.
Yeah.
And it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's just horrible.
It really is bad.
I've never felt like this in the summer. Like last summer, I noticed I had a harder time than I have in the past, but this year is so bad.
It is. And I really kind of feel like I'm a little behind in the garden at this point, because I feel like at this point I'm cleaning out beds at least. And
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely not cleaning out beds right now.
No, I have a lot of memories popping up, garden memories right now. And I'm way behind.
Yeah.
Way behind. I'm normally growing my pumpkins and some fall squash has started. I definitely have flats and flats of seeds going. I don't have any of that right now.
No.
I have none of it.
Well, you're not alone, because I don't either.
Well, good.
So
Thankfully, it's Florida. And, you know, we're going to, it doesn't matter when we start, honestly. Like, we're going to be fine.
It'll be fine, you know. I'm not going to do a ton of tomatoes anyways for fall and winter, because I had such a good crop in spring. I mean, I'll do some, of course, because, you know, I can't not. But I'm not going to go all out on my tomatoes. So if a early freeze comes and knocks them out, it's not going to be the end of the world.
Whatever.
You know, it's green tomatoes. And that's another thing I thought would be fun to can is I saw somebody canning green tomatoes and then after the fact battering them and frying them.
Oh, in slices.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done like a green tomato relish in the past. I've done some other, I can't remember exactly what we did with green tomatoes, but yeah, we've done some canning with them because, you know, you go all the way up until that first freeze and then it's like, get them all. Get them all while you can.
We had a ton last year because that's exactly what happened. I had a ton of tomatoes growing and we had an early freeze and it was like, oh,
done.
There they go.
They're done. Yeah.
Family, we're eating green tomatoes.
For 2 weeks. My family loves them. Like Eric robs my garden. As soon as he knows that there's tomatoes of any kind of size out there, he's out there, decided he's going to make dinner that day. I'm like, no. It's a fight. Every season, it's a fight between he and I. Like, no.
Right, just leave them alone.
I want the first tomatoes to be a nice big tomato sandwich.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, me too. But we could have them green. We get them sooner. So
that's funny. He needs to start growing his own tomato plant then.
It's so funny when it's my garden versus our garden.
Yeah.
You know, it's my garden when, so my, you know, it's all fenced and everything. And he calls it my pen.
Go to your pen, woman.
That's what he says. Go to your pen. You're getting on my nerves. Go to your pen. It sounds so terrible. And I'm like, okay, don't threaten me with a good time. I'll be in my pen, you know.
Right.
It's off limits to you. It's a no boys club. And, you know, versus when he wants green tomatoes, then it's, you know, or anything. Like he'll come and pick, like bell peppers is another thing we argue about because, you know, they're not easy to grow to any kind of size.
No, they're not.
And he sees one and he's like, oh, it's ready. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And he'll go through and steal them and eat them while he watches me work in the garden, in my garden. So yeah, when he wants something, it's our garden.
Yeah.
When there's work to be done, it's my garden. Or if I need to get to my pen. But
so one thing that I do need to do, I need to look back, you know, either like on some social media pages or maybe I made some notes somewhere to find out when I put my sweet potato slips in.
Oh, this year you mean?
Yeah, this year because my first round I did pretty early, but then the second round I waited a little bit. But I want to try to figure that out because that's the only thing other than my peppers that I kind of want to salvage in the garden like soon because I think I'm just going to put my sheep in the garden.
I keep thinking about it too.
You know, and so I got to get my sweet potatoes out of the ground to do that because I definitely don't want them on my sweet potatoes. So I've got to get those out. And then, I mean, I've got a bunch of pepper plants, but I mean, I'm okay. I've picked a ton of peppers. I've got plenty of peppers to make hot sauce. I don't know that they'll eat the pepper plants anyway.
I don't know if they will.
I mean, they might nibble on the foliage, but I don't think they're going to eat the peppers.
I don't think they'll eat the peppers either. Your peppers are hot.
My peppers are hot.
Yeah, I don't think they'll eat the peppers. I mean, they may try it, but I don't think they'll come back for more.
Yeah. And then I've got a roselle bush in there. And then I've got like a couple of fig trees. My papaya tree that came back from the freeze has like 6 papayas on it right now.
Oh, Jenny.
Yeah, I know. And so those types of things, I think I'm going to go out and get just like maybe like a roll of fence, just a cheap roll of fence, and maybe put some fencing around some of those fruit trees that I don't want the sheep to get after. And I think I'm just going to put my sheep in my garden for right now.
I love it.
And just let them work it.
Yeah.
Let them poop all over the place.
They'll eat the grass down.
Right. They'll eat the grass down, and just until it cools down, until I feel like, okay, I can actually get out there and work in the garden and not die.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. That's a good idea. I've been thinking about putting my sheep in the garden too. And I have those rabbits now that I just kind of want to turn loose. I have to dig my peanuts out still.
Okay.
But I also have sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
I have a couple of fruit trees I don't want them to eat up.
Yeah.
So yeah, same kind of thing.
Same kind of thing. So, and then and then I even thought, like, I've got some like cattle panel arches and some cattle panel just like horizontal trellising that has been up for a long time. I'm even thinking about taking all of that down, letting the sheep in there, letting them have their way with it, and then just covering the whole entire garden.
What about your herbs?
I've got
like your
some
perennial thing.
Yeah, I've got some oregano growing in there. My other herbs are in pots in there.
Okay, that's easy.
And I mean, the oregano, it's such a huge patch. I think even if the sheep ate it down, I think it would come back.
Yeah,
You think?
Mine's huge. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Even my strawberry boxes, they look so sad.
Really?
Yes. They're just, my whole garden is overrun with grass and weeds.
Yeah. I feel that.
Like I almost feel like starting over.
Well, good news. We're going to. Yeah.
I have to remind myself, every year I feel like this.
Every year, I was just going to say, we do feel like this all the time.
Every year, it's like dog day of summer. You're feeling awful. You feel behind. You don't want to be outside working. And then something switches.
Right.
And you're like, oh, wait, no, here we go.
Yeah.
I can do this. Yeah. And you get out there and you get it done and you get it all flipped and it's fine.
When is that going to happen?
I don't know. I keep telling myself it's going to be fine.
I need like the vibe to come and like move me, you know? I'm not feeling it yet.
Yeah, no.
Needs some magic.
So in the meantime, canning, making hot sauce. I am going to start seeds in the next 2 weeks. You mark my words.
Okay.
I am.
I'm going to do it too. I just don't know how or when. I'm all set up in my feed shed. But when it's 100 degrees outside, it's like 150 degrees in my shed.
Yeah.
So there's like no way anything's going to survive in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about it. I don't know.
And that's where you want to start your seeds. Yeah, it's way too hot.
It's way too hot.
What about your back porch?
That's what I did last year.
Yeah.
It worked really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have to.
It's nice and breezy on your back porch too.
It is. It gets like eastern sun, and that worked great for the brassica things that don't want that afternoon 150 degree
Right.
sun. And I've got my front porch too. I could do the front porch. Is also what was nice about that is it's screened, and so I didn't have much trouble like with moths and that getting to stuff.
Yeah.
No bugs.
Yeah.
Not much. I did have a little bug problem, but we have some holes in our screen. We thought that was going to be replaced by now, and it's not. But I think probably I'll have to do that. Do them on the porch. I don't want to, but you do what you got to do.
You do. You do what you got to do.
Then I can even work on it like in the evening.
Yeah.
When it is cooler outside.
Yeah.
But even our evenings, Jenny, last night, it was 9:00 and it was still 90 degrees out.
It was hot last night. We were talking about doing some mowing. That's another thing we have spent so much time on is mowing because, we're using our neighbors' pastures now, which were a little neglected. And so really after the cows get rotated off a pasture, we're trying to go behind them with the mowers to mow all the stuff down that they didn't eat.
That's smart.
To help keep that from going to seed.
Right.
And to knock down the dang dog fennel. The dog fennel is ridiculous out here this time of year. So we've been spending a lot of time mowing, and several nights ago we mowed the front 2 pastures, and we didn't start until like 7 o'clock at night, but it was actually nice. Like we mowed for an hour and a half and didn't even break a sweat.
What?
It was amazing. We both got off the mowers. We're like,
what?
That was awesome.
Wow.
We should start mowing at night more often. And so last night we started talking about it, and it was like, no, this is not like the other night.
Oh.
It's still like 500 degrees outside.
Yeah.
So we didn't mow last night, but it's okay.
I know
It'll be there.
when I'm doing milking chores in the evening and I'm literally just sitting on my stool waiting for the cow to finish milking.
Yeah.
I'm pouring sweat. And it's like 7 o'clock. Pouring.
Yeah.
Drenched.
Yeah.
I come in drenched every evening. And Eric's like, what have you been doing?
Nothing.
Sitting in Florida. Yeah, it's just so gross. So
Yeah. So I guess we just have to keep reminding ourselves, like, y'all,
It's just a season.
It's just a season.
it's just for a time.
You know what? It's summer. It's hot. And if you don't feel like being outside and doing it,
Don't.
Then don't. You know, find something productive inside that you can do. I have spent a lot of time inside my house this summer.
Me too. Especially like the last month.
Yes.
It's a good time for freezer clean out. Like you've talked about the tomatoes. I made a big batch of broth last week. Well, I was sick and we were at the bottom of our bone broth. I was like, guess what? I went through and found all the packs of soup bones that I had from, butchers.
Yeah.
And oxtailed and all kinds of odds and end things. We also save bones after we cook, and I put them in Ziploc bags, and so I grabbed a lot of that, and I did 2 big roasterfuls of broth. So restocked the shelf.
Nice.
And it got a little kick in my pants to say, yeah, okay, now I got to move on to like jam. I've got all those frozen berries that we harvested.
Yeah.
So
It is. It is a good time of year to do stuff like that.
Yep.
It gives you an excuse not to go outside because you're so busy inside.
Babysitting that canner, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got to have somebody look at my stove, though. When I was canning, the burner that I can on, it would not turn down. It was like my burner was like almost stuck on high.
Oh.
Like I couldn't get it to turn down. It made me a little nervous. I'm like, I am pressure canning here, people.
Oh my gosh.
Like this burner has got to turn down.
Yeah.
And it's been finicky ever since then. So I don't know. I think I got a stove issue.
Like you need to shop for a stove?
I don't know.
Maybe just a maintenance person can help.
I'm not at the point of accepting it yet.
Okay. It's just a problem. It's in the back of your mind. It's one of those kind of problems. Yeah. We are on a situation where, so we're on propane. We cook on propane.
Yeah.
And our tank is buried underground.
Okay.
And
wow, really?
Yeah. And it has been there for like 20 years from what I gather. And since the house was built. And the tank, like the gas man, he remembers installing the tank. Like he's great. He also said, I think it's been there for 20 years, but the actual tank was made in the 60s or something like that. Like, how long do these things last?
Right, in the ground.
In the ground, right. And it's funny, like we had this conversation, because we've never had propane. And so when we moved to this house 2 years ago, and I had him come and fill it, I had this conversation with him, like, well, how do you know if there's ever a leak, And the answer was, well, you're not going to like what I have to say, but basically you fill the tank and then your gas is gone. I was like, oh, well, lo and behold, we're burning through gas, man.
Yeah.
We're burning through, we couldn't figure it out. We'll come to find out the gauge has a leak. There's a gasket under there that had a leak, and so we need a new gauge. And he says, well, I'm happy to come trade it out for you, but half the time, like that tank's been buried for 20 years. And half the time when we pull that gauge off, the bolts just snap. They're rusted. They just snap. And there's no replacing that. Like you have to just put in a whole new tank.
Right.
I was like, oh my God, of course that's what's going to happen. That is not what happened. He came out, he popped it off, ordered the new one. So we're waiting on him to come back. So we're on a temporary tank. They got us all set up. This gas company is excellent customer service. And so we're on a temporary tank, and I'm like, I got stuff to do. I can't be outside. So like you said, like I want to be in the kitchen. Yeah. And so for a little while, I just wasn't canning anything. I had potatoes and onions. I was afraid we're going to go bad. And he finally, like last week, he's like, you're fine. Just do whatever you do. You can throw down in the kitchen 3 times a day if you want. You can you can do whatever. You're not going to run out of gas. I was like, oh, okay. Because I didn't know how much they gave us on this temporary tank while we're waiting for the parts to get replaced. And finally, he gave me some peace of mind. He's like, do whatever you're going to do. Live your life. It's going to be fine. So,
well, that's good.
Yeah. So now I'm catching up. I've got potatoes to do before they go bad. Some of my onions are starting to go bad.
I know. I was thinking about mine the other day going, it might be time to start chopping them and freezing.
Yep. I do that with the majority of them. But remember we did those caramelized onions last year?
Yes.
I want to do a bunch of those. They're so good.
Yes, that and with the mushrooms.
Yes.
Those were so
We just
good.
ran out of mushrooms.
Did you?
And I had to rely on my like Aldi.
Yeah.
Gross.
No.
That's all we used to use. I mean, not all. Like we would do fresh mushrooms.
Right.
But as far as pulling something off the shelf to throw dinner together, we had plain commercial canned mushrooms. They're so gross compared to what we can do now. I'm so spoiled.
I know. That broth that you get from canning fresh mushrooms is
so
absolutely amazing.
It is.
Yeah. So if you want to go in on another case of mushrooms, I'm down.
I need like at least a case of mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we need to do some onions and mushrooms together. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, because we're going to have to do something with all those onions because they're not just going to keep forever.
Yeah, I've been like, if I see them sprouted, I'll pull that one first.
Yeah.
But now I have like oh gosh, there's a lot that are sprouted. Yeah. And last night was the first time I cut into one, and the middle was not good. It's like, oh no, I don't want to lose them.
And I've got 2 whole baskets full.
Yeah, I've got a lot.
Yeah.
Me too.
I've only gone through 1 basket.
Mm-hmm. We did good with our onions this year, growing them. So Jenny and I like to order onion sets from Dixondale.
Yeah.
Have you done any onions from seed? Have you been successful with that?
No.
Me neither. I keep trying. I don't know why. I keep trying. I've not been good at it.
Yeah.
But these onion sets, once you find a variety that grows well in your area and you plant them at the right time of year and, do the research, do the learning, and then do the thing.
Yeah.
Man, so good.
I really feel like the pest pressure in my garden changed when I started putting a bunch of onions in my garden too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I am very happy with the onions that we grew this last year, and I'm ready to order new ones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's going to be another thing that I think I'll always stick with, onions. That's like a staple.
Oh, I wanted to say though, so like you buy them by the bundle, or by the case, and I can't remember. I think a case is like 35 bundles, something like 30.
I think
bundles.
it's something like that.
Yeah. So a bundle is normally like $15 or something like that, but then
by itself,
if you're just ordering that. But if you go in with some friends and split a case, you end up paying like $30, and you get like 10 bundles or something like that,
I mean, we do a ton of onions, and we normally, last time we split it between 3 people. Is that right?
I think we did between like 5 people last year.
5 people?
It was too much because I want more this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was too many people.
Yeah. Not too much onions.
Too people-y.
Just too many. Imagine. It's too people-y. Yeah, it was too people-y for an onion order last year. So I think this year, we have it down to 4.
Okay.
And I think that'll be good for us.
And are we going to do red and white?
The consensus is, the people want red.
The people want red. I mean, the white has always done really well for me here. The white has always been like tried and true.
Yeah.
I think maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, we had a couple of reds that we tried. And they did okay. They didn't do as good as the whites.
Right.
But who knows? That could have been
anything.
It could have been anything.
There was one year that we did some reds. I think it was before we were doing them by the case. Like I had just ordered a bundle, and I did a bundle of red, and they did grow really well.
Okay.
It was a couple of moves ago, though. And,
and probably who knows what variety.
I couldn't even guess. But we'll have to research and find a good red for us to try.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of why I like ordering from Dixondale. I feel like they have, because they're in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So similar climate to what we are here, probably, unless they're in North Texas or West Texas.
I think they're in East Texas.
Yeah. But I feel like when you order from companies like that are somewhat in your region,
right?
They're going to have a lot of varieties that will do well.
Your latitude.
Yeah. So I like to order from them. I like to order from Haas.
Haas is good
because they're like right up in Georgia,
Right. Johnny's is good.
Yeah.
For us also. Yeah. You've talked about that Seed the Stars company too. They're out of Florida. They're cool because they have the Florida native stuff.
Yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff.
I really need to cruise their Etsy.
I actually found a surprise in my garden the other day when I was walking through there very quickly, trying to ignore everything.
Something like you were in your garden.
Something caught my eye. I was out there just picking peppers. I only go for the peppers,
right? Only
because I'm trying to make hot sauce. Other than that, I'm not in there, but. Where I grew my peanuts, I had like some spots that didn't come up. And at the time, I didn't think that the peanuts would fill in those empty spots, but they really, really did. Like the peanuts took over. But in those spots, I had tried to seed something that I bought from Seed the Stars called Lagos spinach.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a green and purple spinach, and it flowers like these really long, like purpley plume looking things. But the spinach, of course, is edible. And I seeded it, and none of it came up. And
now it has.
It
likes the heat.
I have like 2 bushes of it in my garden, like where I didn't even seed it. Like it's not even like where I put it. So I don't know what happened there, but it's growing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I haven't ate it.
Oh, okay. I went, oh gosh.
You do have to cook it though. It's one of those spinaches that has the higher
oxalic acid.
Yes, that you have to cook. So
you need to break that down.
I do know that.
I went, I guess, a month or 2 ago with a friend to a plant nursery across the river, and picked up a quote unquote mushroom plant.
Okay,
I got a couple of things, but this mushroom plant. It's like a spinach, and it is heat tolerant.
Okay.
And it likes, it has like a real nutty, earthy mushroom flavor to it. It's a really good texture. I just got it. I hope I can make it over winter, and it's actually still in a pot. I need to get it in the ground or in a bed or something, but I'm not
right.
I'm not doing that.
Not doing that.
I just go out there and make sure everything's not dead. And if it is dead right now, I'm like, oh, well.
Oh, well. Survival of the fittest.
Hands off Homestead. Yeah, no, I go out there and basically like pick some grass and weeds for my rabbits. And that's pretty much it. I have picked peppers a couple times, but that's it.
Yeah.
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 It literally makes me want to cry when I go out there. Like I'm so overwhelmed.
I know.
I don't know where to start or what to do.
Yeah, no, there's no starting point either in my garden. Like you walk out there and you're just like, oh my gosh, what
am I going to do?
What happened?
I have this picnic table right in the middle of my garden, and it was all nice and mulched underneath. And the grass is as tall as the table.
Yeah.
Like I can't. Yeah. I can't mow it because it's a long table too. I need help moving it just so that I can mow underneath it. But that's what the garden's like right now.
Yeah, I actually did get the push mower in my garden, I don't know, maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And because behind where my grocery row garden is supposed to be growing, literally stuff was like mid-thigh high.
Yeah.
Like it was no joke tall.
Yeah.
So I got the push mower in there and at least got some of that knocked down. But
Yeah.
like, nope, it's good.
I guess, we're always talking about just do the next right thing. What's the next right thing? Put one foot in front of the other. And that's when I finally, when it does click, when I am moved to finally get out there, that's what I'll do. It'll be like, okay, I'm just going to clean this one bed.
Yeah.
And only do that. And then I can move on. And, then there's like a motivating ball that gets pushed down the hill at some point. Like once
and you get on
going,
a roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just have to get to that point. But right now, clearly the next right thing is just ignoring it.
I like that plan. Like that's all I can do. I don't know. The cows have me so busy right now. So
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're breeding cows. I don't think I talked about that last time.
I don't think so.
It was just starting to go on, but we've been setting up cows to artificial inseminate. Jolene's in heat today, actually.
Nice.
So I'm super excited about breeding her because I've had her for almost a year now.
Yeah.
Just waiting for her to get big enough to breed. And so we're crossing her to a mini.
Okay.
With sexed semen. So
a mini Jersey.
Yeah. Oh, I just can't wait. I'm so excited about it. So it's just one of those, like, it's been in the long-term plan. And, basically she's just a mouth to feed until then.
Yeah.
And of course, like, she's a companion. Like, I love her. She's so sweet.
Yeah.
And, she's good. So all the girls, I keep a note on my phone, a breeding schedule note, and like when to expect their next heats if they didn't settle and all of that. So today would be the first day to start expecting heats. And the only one in heat is Jolene, which she wasn't, bred. So hopefully I'll know in the next couple days. Everybody else got bred kind of at the same time, except for my new girl, Willow. I'm not seeing heats in her. So I have to decide. Like right now I have to make a decision because I wanted to wait for her. And now I'm like, ooh, if I wait too long, like you don't want to keep them open for too long.
Right.
And I don't want anybody calving in July either. So it's just too hot.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at if I need to go ahead and get her bred so that she'll calve before it's crazy hot. Right now as it is, everybody will be due in May and June, like early June. That's as hot as I want to be.
Yeah.
So otherwise, wait a few more months so that they can calve in the fall.
Yeah. Early fall maybe. Mm-hmm. Which still could be equally as hot.
It could be. Yeah. I mean, it's been 100 degrees in October before, so in November. So I don't know, but that's the big goings on right now for us.
Yeah,
as cows.
Yeah,
we sold some, we picked up one, and breeding, milking. We've been dealing with a mastitis issue, which is kind of a conundrum because I suspected mastitis. I sent milk samples off. The post office lost them. They didn't get overnighted to the lab. They didn't lose them. They just, we paid for overnight shipping.
Okay.
Do you think it got there the next day?
No,
it got there 5 days later when the milk was degraded and couldn't be tested.
It has to get there cold, right?
Yeah, we send it on ice packs. Yeah. So that sucked. The lab called and said, we just got them. I'm like, oh my gosh. So at the direction of my vet, I went ahead and treated her with an over-the-counter antibiotic that you put in the udder and did the 2 treatments 12 hours apart and then sent new samples off. And so, the new samples, nothing cultured, nothing grew. So she may have had something that we knocked back with that first antibiotic treatment.
Yeah.
And then I called him again and said, hey, so here's where we are. And now we're waiting on labs again. And I'm afraid to wait too long. I need something more broad spectrum.
Yeah.
So he called that in. I drove an hour and a half away, one way, to pick up a new medicine, hour and a half home. And that was a 6-day course. And so now she's on the withdrawal period from that. So basically,
Yeah.
I'm milking a cow for the purpose of pouring out her milk.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is now we're going on, it's like 10, has it been 10 days? It's been more than a week.
Okay.
It's been almost 2 weeks, I think.
Wow.
And when we first discovered this, we were batching all of our milk for sale.
Meaning you're milking several cows and putting it in the same container.
Yes, all in one container. Yeah. So what we sell, everybody's getting the same product, the same amount of cream and all of that.
Not from one particular cow.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so all the milk was tainted with her funky.
How many gallons do you think you had to pour out?
Ooh, 20.
Ouch.
Yeah. Probably, yeah, close.
That hurt, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a fridge. It would basically was like 2 refrigerators full of milk.
Oh, my gosh.
Pour it all out, sanitize everything.
Right. So you're thinking you're storing them in half-gallon jars, and so you had to pour out 40 jars of milk?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my word.
Yeah. Clean up that mess and then move forward, because what else can you do?
What else can you do?
Right. So I have been, and that was the other thing. Like at first we couldn't even figure out whose it was because nobody was showing signs of mastitis.
Right.
Like there's no there are things that we look for if you're not familiar with dairy cows. Like we're looking for hard udders and hot udders and red udders, and nobody had any of that. Nobody had any clumps in their milk. It just tasted funny. And so a taste can be thrown off by mastitis, or they ate a funky weed, or 105-degree days, or hormones. And we were getting everyone set up for breeding.
Right.
So like it could be anything.
Multiple issues.
Yeah. At the same time, we put everybody in the back to clean up. Eric wanted to push that back brushy area. And so like they were eating God only knows what kind of weeds were out there, because they all ended up with the runs. I was like, geez. So like we didn't know cause. We didn't know if it was all of them or one of them, who it was. And so, yeah, it's just been a lot of troubleshooting. We've gotten it down to, we know who it is. We know it was probably mastitis.
Okay.
Willow has a huge udder. It's low to the ground. She's kind of a smaller girl, and she's having a really hard time with the heat. And like she pants a lot.
Yes. My old lady cow, Daisy, who's 14, she's having a hard time with the heat too.
It's been rough. It's been really rough. Well, we have that ditch that runs through the back, and Willow keeps finding herself in the ditch to cool off. I can't blame her for that.
Yeah.
But that udder is getting in the mud. And so we were pretty sure that's what happened. She probably got some kind of funk from the mud.
Probably.
In there. And yeah. So anyways, dealing with that.
Yeah.
Milking her twice a day to pour out the milk. Like every day. Like, it still hurts. It still hurts. So she did end up with like some gross clumps kind of stuff. But some of that is a side effect of the particular medicine we're using.
Okay.
It's suspended in cottonseed oil, I think.
Okay.
And the medicine in particular, like the antibiotic, so cows are really cool for several reasons. But one of the things like their udder has the capability of doing is when they get a mastitis, they can wall off infection sometimes. Okay. And then at that point, some different things might happen. It might just kind of be there forever and never have any other trouble. Or it could flare up and cause mastitis later, like when their immune system's down, or they freshen, or whatever, anything. So this may be something that she had an issue with in the past from the dairy we got her from. That's what we suspect. And so this medicine kind of gets in there and cleans out all those pockets of whatever.
Well, that's good. I mean, hopefully it'll clean her out and solve the problem.
Yeah. And we think she probably like has a lot of scar tissue in her udder, a lot of little nooks and crannies, places for that stuff to hide. And so she's cleaning it out. It's been gross. But she's good. I mean, she's otherwise healthy. She's not had any fever. She's not had any tenderness at all even. Like normally mastitis happens. It's not because like we're not a clean farm, you know,
Right.
it happens everywhere. It's just part of keeping dairy animals. And normally when we have a bout of mastitis, like they're very tender, they're very kicky. They don't want to be milked. They don't want to be messed with. And she's not been like that, not even a little bit.
Well, that's good.
So yeah, I feel like it's a minor issue. And we've had 2 cultures done with nothing showing up. So just pouring out milk. So it's been fun. We're going to do, talking with the vet, we'll do one more culture after this withdrawal period is over.
Okay.
And, you know, he kind of felt like, well, maybe we knocked back an infection and now let's give it a chance to grow if there's still something there. But we were able to rule out like the more serious things that these drugs would not have killed off. And so that's comforting.
Yeah.
I was a little concerned at first, but at this point it's time is all I can do. So just keep milking her out.
And this too shall pass.
And this too shall pass. That's right.
You know,
That's right.
It's kind of what you got to keep telling yourself.
Yeah. And then figure out, when do I breed her? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's all exciting.
It is all exciting. For me, it is. I know a lot of you out there are like, cows are boring. I don't know how cows could be boring, but.
You know what? I have come to find that I really love having cows.
Yeah.
You know, and it wasn't ever like, I mean, we didn't start keeping cows until, I don't know, maybe about 5 years ago, maybe 6. And before I got cows, I really had no interest in having cows, really. But then I got our first cow, and cows are really cool.
They really are cool.
I really like them. I really like keeping them. They're easy keepers as long as you've got decent fences. And, you know, they're just sweet. Well, I mean, maybe not all of them, but.
We've had some uglies too. But yeah, they are, the girls we keep are all sweet.
Yeah. All my cows are pretty sweet. Maple actually let me scratch her face today for like a whole minute, which is a treat for Maple.
She's so funny.
Usually you can get in like a 3-second scratch.
Yeah, and then she's like, not the face.
Yeah.
She does not want her face
No, but
touched.
today she was like leaning into it. Yeah. So I don't know what that was about, but
She's pregnant.
yeah.
They definitely change when they're pregnant.
Yeah. Well, I had to go. I didn't set out to go find her yesterday, but they were in the way back pasture where we couldn't see them, and we were just kind of bored. So we're like, hey, let's drive out there and see what the cows are doing. And we drove out there, and Maple was off by herself, just like standing there staring off into the distance, you know. And I'm like, what is she doing? You know, and I called for her, and she didn't come over, and she'll usually come when she's called. And so we drove over there, and she was just standing there off by herself. I'm like, what is going on? You know, like, I don't know. I couldn't figure it out, but
She was probably in her trance.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know what her deal was, but we are waiting on a calf from Rose.
Yeah.
Rose is our miniature red Aberdeen Angus mix. And, she's sweet. She's a pretty hands-off cow, though. She's probably my least social cow that I have out there, but she's still really sweet. But we have no idea when she was bred, of course, because she's with the bull all the time. And we've really been watching her for like the last 2 weeks. We're like, she's going to calf any day now. Any day.
Yeah.
Did she ever baby yet? You know? No, and it's been a good couple of weeks. But I mean, she's showing signs. She's just
Not yet.
taking her time.
Yeah.
So today she gave us yet even more signs. So we're still on the every chance we think about it, I'm looking out there.
Yeah. That's funny. Our Rose is our least sociable girl, too.
Interesting.
Yeah. And she's due in just a couple weeks. Yeah.
Nice.
We'll be on
All
calf
right.
watch
So
before we know it.
Yeah.
She's due September, like in a month.
And what is she bred to?
We crossed her with an Angus.
Okay.
I cannot remember the name of this particular one. It was just like whatever our tech had in his tank.
Yeah.
I always ask for low birth weight, grows fast.
Yeah.
Sell the meat.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah.
Which now we're not selling meat, we're selling calves, apparently. That's how we're doing it.
Right.
So we we liked that. We really, we got rid of some mouths and, really, as far as input goes, and we just took 3 steers to market. We really didn't have that much into them.
No, you really don't have a whole lot into calves until they get, older.
Older, yeah.
Yeah.
So, we took them to market. The market is really good right now. And we dropped them off. We couldn't stay for like the whole auction. And the whole thing, like the way they schedule it, their age group goes last. So like you drop them off in the morning, they wouldn't have been auctioned till like 5 o'clock in the evening. And we just couldn't do that. So we left my information, and 3 days later, a check came in the mail.
Sweet. That was easy.
I was like, dang, let's do this again. So everybody's breeding. Everybody's looking forward to doing it again.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Good to know that that's a nice option.
Mm-hmm. We took everybody but 2. We kept back our Wagyu. We were going to take him. And then we were talking with our tech, and he's like, no. And I'm glad we didn't, because now, like, that I see his weight, like Wagyu, they're scrawny.
Yeah.
We didn't know that. Like, we didn't know anything about the breed, honestly. We didn't, other than marbling. Like, that's all we knew. Good steaks. And so we kept him back. We wouldn't have gotten anything for him, because when they go out on the auction floor, like, you can't tell it's a Wagyu. It just looks like a scrawny black calf.
Right.
And we probably wouldn't have even gotten $1 per pound for him.
Yeah.
So
he'll be much more valuable grown out.
In my freezer.
And yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, no, and our tech, like he's in that world, and like he's very well known in like the cattle show world. Okay. And then there's also this Wagyu vein of the cattle world, and he's in all of that. And he's like, look, if you want to grow him out and then sell him as Wagyu, you tell me, and I have buyers. Like he'll get it sold. He'll sell it on consignment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an option. But I feel like really like I want it though. So
well, yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
You should at least be able to keep at least half of it.
Yeah, that's I think what our plan is. That's what our plan was originally.
I mean, half a cow, that gives you a good amount of meat. So
yeah. And then we kept back Dolly's calf too, because I was thinking, no, he's not big enough to go yet. I don't want to wean him yet. And a week later, we decided to wean him. So milking that mama all the time. Yeah, we like to keep calves with their mamas until they're 6 months old. But he's 5. He's 5 months, and he's freaking huge.
Right.
So he's starting to tear up her teats.
Yeah.
She's holding back milk. It just all around just was
time to be done.
Yeah, it was a decision to make. So
yeah.
Yep. So that's pretty much it.
It's pretty much it here. We're just trying to survive summer.
The next right thing.
Yep.
Is crying about the garden.
Holding out for fall.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what it is. That's what it's all about.
If we get fall.
I mean, we do.
A little bit.
But like our winter is like fall, right? I mean.
It is.
We might touch 80 here and there, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's always good for us.
So, yeah, I'm just sitting here holding out for fall.
Mm-hmm. Waiting on babies.
That's right.
All right. Well,
yeah.
Until next time.
Yeah. We'll talk at y'all later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.